Hey everyone, it's Lisa here from Primitive Gatherings, and we are ready to do the second block for this week, which is block 18 of our Joyful Gatherings Quilt-Along. Now this is a really easy one, piece of cake. So I've already started some of them to get a little bit ahead because you don't need to sit here. You need to be stitching. So I'm going to get you stitching faster by pre-doing some of these. So I already did the half square triangles. You're going to need 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to Lisa Bongean to print out your directions. I forgot to say that, I'm sorry. And then you're going to need 1.5 inch triangle paper for this one. So we need 4 of those. I quickly made them to get those out of the way. And then I am making 4 quarter square triangle units. I have 1 of those left, and then I saved the center unit square and a square to do for the video as well. All right, so because square and a square is on here first, let's do that first. I'm going to take the center square, park the triangle on it, and I'm just going to eyeball center it because I imagine it might be squared up a little bit on this one. Square and a squares are that one unit that's always better to square up. So I tend to always make the directions for a square and a square a little bit bigger and then trim. But I don't want to do that on every one. So one side, finger press over, quickly add the other side. Finger press that. I like things flat, so I'm not gonna try to just do that. I'll give it a press, and I'm not gonna cut off those dog ears right now. I'm just gonna put that on there, run that through. I don't like stitching with shoes on, especially a wedge heel. All right, I'm going to flip that to the back, add the other one. And what I really do is I kind of look to make sure that these little triangles here are even and that everything looks good. All right, now hit it with some steam again. All right, so directions tell me that this should be 2 inches at this point. So I'm just going to take my ruler, find the 1 inch, and I'm going to put the 1 inch line diagonally across that square because I'm cutting 2 inches. So I want to find the center. There we go. And then move to the other side. So now I'm just going to put it on 2. And then the other way here, 1 again. And you can kind of eyeball to make sure you've left your 1/4 inch seam allowance there. Back onto 2. There we go. All right, now that center is done. And then we are going to finish the last 1/4 square triangle here. So I set my triangles up here to mimic the pattern here. So I'm going to do short side here, not long side. I know we're so used to doing the long side. So look there, that's going to be on that short side there. We want them all the same because when we flip them and sew them back together, we want them to nest. All right, so we can just go quickly to the dark. What did I do on these? To the dark and then open in the middle. All right, we're going to just nest these 2 seams right there, and they should line up nicely. All right, beautiful. Pop that seam open. Hit it quickly. All right, so now you could take your ruler and trim these again. Go a 1, so put it right in the middle there. Or if you don't care if it's exactly perfect, you can just nip these off And that's really how I do it. And then figure out where this goes. All right. All of those are facing the right direction. Ready to stitch together like a 9-patch. So I'm going to stitch down this way and then add the 3rd row. Like I said, this is a super easy block. It's nice to get an easy one and a hard one together. Make sure I don't turn this one. There you go. Easy to do. So let's go maybe those out, these in. I don't know if I like that. I think these are all going to go open. Too much bulk here with this square and a square. So we're going to press them open. And I don't mean it's too much bulk right now to sew through. It is when the long arm or whoever's going to quilt this hits those points where everything is going in the, there's 4 more layers of fabric there. That's when it's not easy. So that's why we'll open those up. Okay, double check, make sure it looks good. All right, so those are going open. So let's do these open as well. There we go. I'm happy with that. Okay, last seams are going open. So you know why I use the stick on sometimes and not use the stick sometimes? Does everybody know why that is? So when I pull the stick out, there's usually like other seams that I don't want to be compromised. And if I don't use the stick, that means there's nothing there that I can really mess up by ironing them. So see how it kind of isolates this seam that I'm working on? That worked out pretty good, didn't it? All right, final steam, nice and flat. Okay, grab my square this time. This one looks really nice, so there's hardly any trimming to do on this one. A lot less seams than that block 17. this one's perfect. There you go. All right. Another block finished. See you next week for one block for 19.